feel like my life is the most silent chaos to ever exist. Like all the chaos that happens in my life. For example, you guys already know about, I bleached off my hair and then my Jeep, and then my hard drive. I told you guys a while back my hard drive corrupted or whatever, and then my other hard drive corrupted. This life is not for the weak. This life is not for the weak. People have walls from like emotional damage and trauma and all this stuff, and I definitely have that, but on top of that I have like a whole brick wall, and in front of the brick wall I have a cement wall, and in front of that I have an igloo. And then on top of all that I have like the armor of God. I just feel nothing can bring me down. I better not say that. Today will be 2 days now without my Jeep, and I still don't have an update, which I kind of figured. Probably not going to have an update until the end of the week anyways, and whatever, that's fine and dandy. My only issue is like, obviously I can't go anywhere, and it's too hot to go anywhere anyways, but I need groceries. That's a problem. All I have is like yogurt parfait stuff. I don't really want to Uber to the grocery store because then I'm gonna have to Uber back. I most definitely do not want to Instacart because that is just too much. I texted my neighbor this morning and I was like, hey, sorry to bother you about this, but my Jeep's in the shop and I don't have any food and all I have left is the cheese and tortillas that you gave me a couple of days ago. Is there any possibility that you could take me this evening after you're done with work? Then I was like, I can pay for your gas and time and whatever. And she ends up calling me and she goes, why don't you just take my car? And I was like, oh, are you sure? She goes, yeah, girl, go ahead and run your errands, do whatever you need to do. I'm like, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I don't think I've ever driven somebody else's car aside from like a rental car or whatever. So the fact that she trusts me that much, oh my gosh. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, if you're sure. She goes, yeah, girl, just run whatever errands you need to. I'm like, you are absolutely the best. I never ever would have thought that I'd become friends with my neighbor. And the cool thing is that she moved in the same day that I did last year, which is mind blowing. God is so good. And I don't show her or anything because just to like keep her privacy for herself out of courtesy. She is such a godly woman. Her faith is so profound. The way she holds herself, the way she talks, the way she preaches about the Lord. I am truly so blessed, and it is so divine that I moved here when I did. Because like we'll hang out, we'll go to the movies together, we've gone to church together, we go get lunch together, we'll go hang out at her place. Like she's just so cool. She's such a good friend. I know she's probably watching this right now, but I'm so thankful for her. She has no idea. I'm gonna take her car, go get the keys, and go to Trader Joe's. Not me accidentally almost going to wave at other Jeepers because I forget that I'm not in my Jeep. However, I haven't completely forgot because this reminds me of driving in my Honda. It makes me realize how much I love being off the ground, but also getting a taste of like being on, that sounds really weird, but being like on the ground every so often because I just feel like I could zoom and go through all these. I won't. The pedal is so touchy. Unlike the Jeep, it takes a little bit of power to get going. And of course, I would forget my sunglasses in my Jeep, even though the Jeep guy had came up and he's like, here's your key back in case you need to get anything out of your Jeep. And of course, I didn't think to get my sunglasses because I didn't think I was going to be going anywhere. But here we are. I ended up stopping at Costco because because I realized I was out of the vanilla protein shakes or protein drinks, whatever, and they're so good. I'm so zoomed in. And then I remembered I was out of paper towels and basically almost out of water and cereal and milk, so I figured I would just get all the big bulky stuff at Costco. So we're leaving there now. Give you a grocery haul in 0.2 seconds. Let's do a grocery haul. Okay, so if you haven't been following along on my TikTok because you don't have TikTok or for whatever reason, you would know that the same neighbor that let me borrow this car is the same neighbor that I had to plant sit while she went afar, and I was petrified because it had a name. Her name was, or is, Sophia, and I had her for 2 weeks, I believe it was, and I only had to water her once or twice a week. I can't even remember. I think it was once a week. It was every Friday. Every plant that I've owned, I've either killed or I've had to give away because it's just too much for me. So everyone's been telling me to get my own little plant, and I've just been telling them no. Even if it's a succulent, I'm like, no, I do not want to take care of it. I do not want to have the responsibility of taking care of a plant. I'm just gonna feel guilty if it dies. Fun fact, my last video of the Jeep breaking down, that video was actually supposed to be of me going to the nursery and finding an aloe plant, because if you follow me on Instagram, you would see I got sunburnt really bad after being out in the sun for like an hour with Kaylee when she came over and we hung out in the pool. And so I was thinking, oh my gosh, that would actually be a really beneficial plant to have, like an aloe plant. In the last vlog, I was talking about going to the nursery, waking up, going in the morning, going after church and stuff. And then I just cut all of that footage out because I never for one was able to get to the nursery. I hadn't been planning to go to the nursery for at least another few weeks until I got my Jeep back. But then I was walking into Trader Joe's and I saw an aloe plant just staring at me. There was like 4 of them and they were all staring at me, and I'm like, how have I never seen you guys here? So now we got a plant, we got a little aloe plant, and it's so cute. The instructions are, one of the easiest and most rewarding houseplants, aloe vera has been used as a medical plant for thousands of years. It also cleans the air, removing formaldehyde, benzene, and other toxins. Full to part sun, full sun maximizes growth. Zone 10, mild winters and hot summers. So, okay. So water when dry, let plant dry completely between watering. I didn't think about bugs. I hope there's no bugs in here. There probably is. Ooh, there is, because there's a little web. Okay. Oh my gosh, that scared me. Oh my gosh, it's just a leaf. Okay, well, the spider is probably looking at me right now, and I'm looking like a fool trying to find it because it's probably smaller than a piece of dirt in here. Okay, well, don't do harm to me, and I will not do harm to you.
We're not friends.
Oh my gosh, you guys probably not. If you haven't came from TikTok, then you don't know what I'm talking about. There's this cute, really sad spider poem going around all over TikTok talking about how somebody wrote a poem speaking for a little spider, saying I was just like, I'm so sorry for being at the wrong spot at the wrong time, that it was so detrimental that you had to take my life. It's so sad. I will insert that here if I can go back and find it.
Spider, I hate you. You scared me, just as your brothers and sisters did before you. And I will tell you what I told them. You are a trespasser who does not belong here. You roam freely like this is your home and decorated my walls with unwanted silk webs. You may not be the only killer here, but only one of us is innocent, and it's not you. Then who is it? There's venom infused in my fang-shaped maws, but I was born this way. What's your excuse? If you could count your murders, how long would you be counting? Am I really this threatening? I thought human hearts were bigger than mine, but you've killed me with malice instead of moral in your bones and poison bubbling behind your skull. And I'm sorry for scaring you, but I didn't know being seen would cost me my life. Maybe if you didn't fabricate the prickly feeling of my legs creeping upon your skin while I crawled across the living room floor. If the webs I weaved were made of cotton candy and captured clementines, cherries and sweet peas, rather than struggling wings and blood. If I had a pink tongue, plush fur, a wagging tail, and 4 legs instead of 8. If I had only 2 eyes and there were glittering stars and not supermassive black holes. Or if I was the same but looked different. Maybe you wouldn't hate me. Maybe you wouldn't have loved me either. And maybe you still wouldn't have let me stay. But maybe you would have shown me the door or a window. Maybe you wouldn't have shown me mercy. But you are still standing. And I am still sorry. I think, maybe, no matter how reluctant, mercy would have been enough.
But okay, so, I mean, I found this when it was in the shade, so I would assume it's fine to stay in the shade. It's 73 degrees in here, but does that mean it needs to be outside? You guys better let me know in the comments. It should be fine, right? It better be. I should probably get like a cuter pot for it. What should I do with this? Should I leave it here? Or is that gross or weird? This is my first plant in this apartment, so you guys, you gotta help me out. I was planning on spending the day with you, but time got away from me very, very fast. I had quite a few phone calls today, and then my mic wasn't working. So then I spent like an hour trying to figure that out. And then I was painting for like an hour, and then I didn't like what I was painting, so I painted over it. I ended up painting this cute little black pumpkin. I'm not quite sure if I'm in love with it. I mean, it's cute. It's cute for now. I did get a phone call from the dealership, and they said all I needed was a thermostat. So that's exciting news, and it should be done by tomorrow. So when you guys are seeing this, I should be getting my Jeep back. So see, and it was covered per warranty. So no reason to freak out, no reason to stress. Everything worked out for the good, and that's what we get for staying positive. I know the little message at the end of Tuesday's video was like motivating for a lot of you guys. That just brings me so much joy, because for other people to realize that we stress over the littlest things for no reason. Clearly there's a reason, but like it's not necessary, you know? So for people to realize that, come to terms with accepting things that are out of their control, it's such a freeing feeling, and so I'm happy I'm able to relay that back to you. Anyways, yeah, I'm super excited to get my Jeep back. This is going a little crazy. Last night we ran around outside super late at night, but we ran around outside going in searching for sprinklers for him to like jump in, and we found a whole bunch of sprinklers, and we were probably out for like an hour or so, and we just went for a really, really long walk. He's just going stir crazy because he's not running. Honestly, today's just like another cleaning day. I also think that I think I ended up taking a little bit too much of pre-workout because I've just been irritated. Also, I haven't really ate, so that's probably why too. Hangry, and I have all this energy, and I can't really do anything with it because I'm not fueled up. I can't go work out because I will pass out. Painting literally took up my entire day, and so did the phone calls this morning. So wanted to give you an update on the Jeep. I hope you had a great week, and I hope you have a great weekend. Oh my gosh, wait, I taught him a trick. I want to show you guys. As you can see, I'm doing all of my bedding because the pillows are up here. My floors are a mess. Okay. Want to show them the tricks? I'll tell you. Down. These are not, he already knows these, but good boy. Sit. Good boy. Over. Good boy. Under. That's the trick. Good boy. Down. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Stay. Under. Good boys. I taught him that in like not even 25 minutes the other day, and he's been doing so good. Anyways, gonna end the vlog here. Love you guys so much, and we will see you on Tuesday if it's God's will. Bye.